Hi guys, I hope you're good today. Let's quickly have a look at NASDAQ 100. So in the previous videos, we spoke about this candlestick over here and about how price in the future might come to this area. However, this area is still very much far off, so we won't be focusing too much on it. We also saw last month's candlestick, that's the month of June. It was a very strong bearish candlestick, and we spoke about how this actual candlestick actually came to that level because of the May candlestick, which was a liquidity candlestick. There was too much money in and around this area, hence we saw last month's candle coming down to this area. Nonetheless, we can see this month's candle, which is the candle of July. It is very much strong at this point in time, and it may happen that it's signaling that the market is about to, start pushing further up. Nonetheless, this is the monthly chart. Let us go to the weekly chart to see what is happening down there. Let's see. Um, just bear with me. Another thing, before we continue, I just wanted to actually remind you guys that from next week we will be having earnings season again, right? And if you think that the markets are choppy at this point in time, I think they're just about to get even more choppier. As you know that the market gets very choppy whenever we have earnings. So just brace yourselves and just exercise caution and make sure that your analysis is 100% and that you practice good money management. Anyway, let's proceed. Here we are on the weekly chart. So what do we see on the weekly chart? On the weekly chart, we can see Friday's candle closed as a very strong bullish candle. As I said, it's signaling that we may be getting ready to start moving upwards again. Nonetheless, we need confirmation for that. Yeah, at this point there's no confirmation, but I'm just saying that we might start seeing price moving further up. Nonetheless, let's proceed. I don't think anything, rather I don't see anything that's particularly very interesting here, except that in the last video I spoke about this area over here and about how we have an M as well as a neckline there. Price broke below the neckline, went up to retest the neckline and push further down. We looked for further selling opportunities there. So what I'm going to do now is actually just add a neckline there. I think the move has played itself out. It is not really that important in my humble opinion. However, the important thing here is the neckline of that M structure, and that is because that neckline is now a very strong area of resistance. Okay, let's see. Here we go. So what else do we see here that is interesting? So as much as we have this information here with a neckline there, price seems to be forming a W structure. And in my previous video, I spoke about how when we have W structures, a lot of traders buy here and then buy again on the break of that neckline, right? However, we're not yet at the neckline and price has not reached the neckline, but we do have people who have bought in this region and their stop losses are just below here. And yeah, so let's continue. Let's see, so what else do we see here that is interesting? In previous videos we also spoke about this candlestick over here. It is a liquidity candlestick. We have another one here. It's also a liquidity candlestick. And we also had an information here with a neckline there. So this area over here is also actually a very strong area of resistance, and in the future we might see price, if it doesn't bounce here, at least pushing to this level to retest it, right? Anyway, let's proceed. I hope what I'm saying is making sense. From here I'm just gonna head down to the daily chart, seeing that I don't see anything really here that is too much of value. Let's see. So here we are on the daily chart. the first thing that I'm going to do on this particular chart is add my channels. Let's see, just bear with me. Here we go. There goes my daily channel. I just need to ensure that it is as accurate as can be. There we go. There we go. Right. So what else do we see on this daily chart that is interesting? So on the weekly chart, I spoke about how we have a W structure forming here, with this area being the second leg of the W structure. As much as we have that W structure, we also have another W structure here that seems to be forming. Some of you may say that it's actually an inverted head and shoulders pattern. It's the same thing really, especially because